Hello. How's things? How are you keeping? Is that fireplace lovely? I mean, can I just point out, okay? Went on to YouTube, said I get something for the telly. That's goddamn beautiful, as the Yanks would say. You put it with the salt lamp. Still tastes like salt. This is high-tech stuff. This is like stuff out of Netflix. Yeah, Netflix. Okay, anyway, the point I'm trying to make, unrelated to all the stuff I've just talked about, New York City. What a shocking place altogether. Now you might be saying, New York. I've seen New York in movies. Home Alone. They did Sex and the City there, didn't they? Home Alone 2, featuring Donald Trump. That one with Tom Hanks, with the emails. Terminal, also with Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks loves New York. I don't. Look, thing about New York is, right? It's great in theory, right? It's great in theory. People love the idea of New York. In practicality, not great. Like, New York seems to go through, like, hard and soft periods. What I mean by that is, like, really good times and really, really shocking times. Absolutely shocking. Some of it has to do with the leadership. Some of it has to do with just the way the world's going, you know what I mean? Like, Rudy Giuliani, really cleaned up the place, 90s. Bloomberg did alright. This Bill de Blasio book. Bill de Blasio, sweet Jesus, mother of Mary. I mean, the man, I was there, okay? And you could tell just the influences that man has had on New York. Positive? Absolutely not. Like, the city is a tip. What do I mean by a tip? If you ever go to Dublin, right? Irish people notice. When you go to Dublin, you walk down a few streets, you'll see rubbish on the streets, right? Not nice. Not nice to see rubbish on the streets of your capital city. That's every street in New York. Every street in New York covered in litter. The nicest places, the roughest places. Also, buck selling cannabis. In Times Square, when I was there, every street you walk down, okay, I'm not messing, every street you walk down, there was some fella there trying to sell you a bit of pot. No word of a lie. And the funniest thing was, in Times Square, right, where we were staying was near Times Square. The alleyway we used to come to Times Square, there was the same guy standing there 3 consecutive nights in a row selling the same. And sure, the police were around the corner and couldn't do anything. It's illegal. It's all you smell on the streets. All you smell on the streets. Really. This is going to show how ignorant I was. This is going to show how ignorant I was. I actually didn't know the smell of the weed. You quickly learn that when you get to New York. The homeless problem, very, very bad. I was going to say the funniest thing, it's not funny at all. The worst thing is, they're like crazy homeless, like mental asylum homeless. They're just not, it's sad, because they're not just like falling on hard times homeless, or like professional homeless. They're genuinely tapped. Saw one buck and he was spitting and throwing stuff at people, crying. It was really sad, like it was all, like buck's teeth falling out, obviously on drugs, obviously not all up there. I met a nice homeless guy actually, funny enough. He spoke Irish. An Italian guy, super nice, bought him a hot dog, real nice guy. Was able to say, hi, how's it going in Irish? Do you a ditch? Which, for a homeless man in New York, I have to give it to him. That guy was probably the highlight of my trip to New York. Not to mention, like we were staying, I forgot to mention, we were staying in Manhattan. Manhattan is so expensive. Like, we went to an Irish pub. For some reason, when Irish people go abroad, we don't have a look at what's going on. We just go to we go to Irish pubs. Like, as if we never left home. Like, we hate the idea of traditional Irish stew and potatoes at home, but when we're out and abroad, give me some Irish stew. Give me some Irish stew. I love Ireland. We won't sing the national anthem, soccer games, but Christ out there, someone starts up an old jig, an old tune. Christ, we're singing Wild Rover like it's 1996. The point I'm trying to make is, Irish pub, bit of breakfast. We were watching Six Nations game, because we were there in February, watching a Six Nations game. I am not having yawn. 5 or 6 of us. A couple of us got fries, bit of coffee. Some people just got pancakes. €200. €200. And because I'm under 21, they have this ridiculous law in the States. Can't drink till you're 21. So I decided when I was out, we were in the Irish pub. Because when we were in New York, the only place worth talking about was the Irish pub. I said I get some zero, so I got Corona Zero. Tab came back, €14. 2 Corona Zeros. Non-alcoholic bottle. €7. That's not on. Everywhere was like that. Times Square, we decided we get, you know what? We didn't even because I understand, tourist traps, you're going to get that. We wandered in, the place we were staying, real nice guys. We asked your man at the reception, come here to me, where do the locals go around here? Because we were near enough to Times Square. Where do the locals go to eat? The man said, oh, you go round the corner. Sorry, that accent. Round the corner. Nice little shop. Went into this nice little shop. It was rotten. They threw us out a bit of scrambled egg. Bacon, which was a slice of ham. It was cold, like. They didn't even bring, on a paper plate and half a fork, and jeez, it was rotten stuff. And again, you're looking at nearly 20 quid. Couldn't even afford a coffee with it. Like, they were charging €3 or €4 for a coffee. There was nothing exciting about it. New York, I was in London, really like London. I don't like big cities, but I like big cities, so I don't like Dublin. But I like London. I liked Paris. Christ, New York, what a... Yeah, I know the word I'm looking for. It's just not There's nothing special. Everything is super expensive. Staten Island. We went out to Staten Island, right? We mainly took the Staten Island ferry so that we could see the Statue of Liberty for free. Yes, we're tight, okay? But apparently you can see it just as well, right? And you don't have to wait awful long. Went to Staten Island. Thought, you know what? We'll get off. We'll have a wander around good old Staten Island. It was a Sunday. Now things do close to a certain extent on a Sunday in Ireland, but at least some things are going. I am not messing. There was not a sinner in the place in Staten Island. We had to eat and do our shopping in like the terminal, in like the ferry terminal on Staten Island. Because you could go anywhere. There was nothing there. Nothing. It was a mess. It was a mess. I want to go to Ellis Island. As an Irish person, very important you visit these places. Many of our ancestors, probably many of your ancestors. Why am I saying your ancestors? Blah. Any Americans with Irish ancestry or Irish people here probably have relatives who would have emigrated to the States. Up until I think 1940s, you had to quarantine or get checked out in Ellis Islands. Make sure you weren't bringing any disgusting stuff with you like TB or AIDS. No, there's no AIDS in the 40s. Crickets. No, not crickets. So you had to do that. So we wanted to go out and have a look. Look in the book. Could we find a few relatives? Asked your man, come here to me. Could we go out to Ellis Island? He says, right. So, no, I'm not doing the accent again. I'm not doing it. We can send you on a boat. You'll go out, have a look at Statue of Liberty, circle around, you'll get to have a look at Ellis Island, but you can't get off. Great. Yeah, maybe we'll think about that. How long is that? An hour? Not too bad. But come here to me, lad. We only want to go to Ellis Island. We want to get off. 4 hours. 4 hours. Where did he pull that number out of? Where did he pull that one out of? So you circle round Statue of Liberty, come up to Ellis Island, can't let us off. But if we just want a direct boat out to Ellis Island, 4 hours wait. How many other Irish lads are there? Battery Park was alright. They've a lovely Irish famine memorial with a rake of stones. You can get a Sligo stone. All other stuff is brought over there from Mayo. Of course it's Mayo. Why do Mayo get everything? That was nice. There was an awful lot of fog because it was February. No snow. I was waiting for the snow. I thought it was going to be bitter. It wasn't really bitter. The only bitter thing about it was the people. The people. Oh my God. I thought like in restaurants they were really nice because they were working off tips. I thought like in shops, okay, I am not messing. And this is like, I thought it was a New York thing. Then I went to Orlando, found out it's exactly the same everywhere. People just talking when they're serving you at a counter. Like I went into Modell's. It's like Dick's Sporting Goods. Elvery's for people over here. This woman here behind, she's doing my thing. She's having a chat with Mary at the back. She's having a chat with Mary when she's serving me. And then John walks in and she's also having a chat with Mary and John, talking about the weekend, how they're going, and about how Mary's sort of going out with Philip. But, Philip, you're serving me. I'm buying something for you and you don't even have the respect to give me your time. Like, you wouldn't get away with that here. But apparently they do that. So I don't know why people are saying Americans have this better. There's nothing special about it. JFK Airport, oh my God. The drive from JFK Airport into the city, my God. What a mess. Streets littered. And I mean littered with trash, as the Yanks would say. Trash on the side of the street. You wouldn't get that over here. You wouldn't get it. Like, the city has really become an absolute tip. Like, honestly. It's not what you read in books. It's not what you see in movies. New York is so unglamorous. It's not even funny. Now, to be fair, when we were flying out, we flew from Newark, New Jersey. Very nice airport. Very nice drive. New Jersey wins, honestly. New York is a mess. And the street foods aren't even that nice. Hot dogs. I thought hot dogs and pizza, you buy them off, Larry down the road and you get them so cheap. I paid €6 for a hot dog from a vendor. Nuts, they were cold. Paid €6, very small. I just seem to get ripped off left, right and centre. And maybe that's just because I'm not good at spotting bargains, but I know Manhattan is going to be expensive. Like, you're obviously going to go to the touristy places like Manhattan. It only makes sense. Why is my camera going in and out in focus? You'd want to stay in focus there, lad. Good man. Fact, I keep saying the fact is, I wasn't happy with New York. I wasn't. I love America, but by God, New York is not the place for me at all. Ratting. Well, so that's it. Rant over. Christ, talk long enough. But, New York's a shithole. God bless.